My question to you, Ryan, and we bring in Jerry Reynolds, is the Kings do realize that they're playing the worst team in the conference and maybe the worst team in the league without half their roster playing. Do they realize that, Rhino? I mean, I'm just asking. They're down 55 to 52 at the break.
Sabonis and Valanciunas do. Jerry, the rest of the team?
Well, all I know is the Wizards, the players that are available for the Wizards are playing for NBA jobs. The Kings are simply playing. And that's what you got here. Just a terrible effort. You really
Just
can't.
awful. It's embarrassing, is what it is. It's an embarrassing effort. Let's just call it the way it is. It's embarrassing. You're coming off two losses on this road trip where you need momentum, you need confidence, you need to get on a roll here because the season is almost over, and you come out and play a half like that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, really, this current edition of the Wizards, the guys that are available. I mean, it was they would be have a tough go against probably Duke. I mean, to be honest with you, so yeah, it's just a shameful effort. That's all you can say.
Yeah, look, the Kings are not making the Wizards pay for their mistakes. The Wizards are making the Kings pay for their mistakes, and the Kings, Jerry, are playing right into the Wizards' hands by shooting the three ball in the zone.
Yeah, I mean, and clearly you can go inside and get what you want on these guys, and then again, really against the zone over dribbling, which makes it easy to match up with. That you really can't just beat a zone by dribbling the ball for the most part, and that's what we're seeing. So yeah, just I mean, obviously at half they've really got to make some adjustments. I mean, if there's ever a game to where you might even want to see them play the two bigs at the same time, I think this might be it. Plus, I'd come out in full court press, and get the game up and down, and that give them a chance to turn it over. So far they have, but it's not because of anything the Kings are doing.
And find someone that can make a 3-point shot, would you please? Seriously. I mean, come on. 3 of 17 again. We talk about this too often on this show. The 3-point shooting and the 3-point defense. It seems like it's just every single freaking game. It's just so frustrating. Again, you should not be trailing to this team, period. And I know it's a 48-minute game and not a 24-minute game, and we may be having a completely different conversation on the post game, but you got to be better than this.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where they should have came out and really established the win for the most part early in this game, and be in position to really play their Kings play their reserves as opposed to getting beat by Washington's reserves.
Spot on. JV had a 10-0 run or 10-point stretch on his own. Sabonis had an 8-point stretch on his own. Sabonis only got one shot in the second quarter after getting 7, Jerry, in the first quarter.
Yeah, again, I mean, the Kings have a real advantage inside, and the Kings haven't really taken advantage of that here lately. And as Grant pointed out, I mean, really too many 3-pointers. I mean, the Kings aren't the Boston Celtics. They don't need to shoot 53. They haven't been all year. There's no reason to believe they are now. And so be selective with your threes. Go inside penetrate with the ball, or certainly go inside and kick out for spot up threes if you must. But go inside first every trip.
There's no way the Kings are going to lose this game, right, Ryan? Tell me they're not going to. Tell me we're going to be on the post-game show talking about a win.
We will, but it's not the win that we should be talking about. This should be the game where they build momentum going into Charlotte, which catapults them into a difficult back-to-back that maybe gives them some momentum coming home to finish the season. We're not going to see that. This should have been a game, Jerry, that every King that's dressed should be playing in.
You're exactly right, and scoring, and so yeah, they're going to win this game, but it's not going to feel very much like a win.
And then you got another bad team coming up next, Charlotte, and then you end with Cleveland and Detroit, two really good teams. Then you come home and play two really good teams and a team in Phoenix that looks like they can't wait to get their vacation started. That's how the Kings look right now. To me, the Kings look like they can't wait to get out of Dodge. That's what this first half reminded me of. And again, maybe they'll come out and play a flawless 24 minutes and we'll be a little bit more optimistic on the rest of this road trip. But that's what they look like to me in that first half. For the most part, they look to me like a team that wants to get out of Dodge.
You're very disappointing. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the effort wasn't there. The execution wasn't there. Certainly defensively, the Kings were very soft. I mean, this is, you're making some guys, to at least to Washington's credit, they're playing hard and they're trying to compete. So give them credit, but the Kings deserves no credit for this.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to put something up on the screen for you. I want you to look at this. This was the Kings trying to box out in the first half, which ended up in a 3-point play because they weren't boxing out. How does this make you feel, Coach Reynolds, when you see this? What should Coach Christie be saying to his team?
Wow.
Well, that's that says a lot right there, doesn't it?
You know what it says? It says that their heads aren't into the game and they don't give a damn. That's what it says to me. I'm sorry, but that picture to me, that's what that picture shows me. That just shows me they're not into it and they don't really care. I'm sorry, but what other conclusion can I come up with when I see that photo?
Well, we better, I mean, there's no doubt we better see a different Sacramento Kings team in the second half. I mean, I'll be disappointed if we don't see a 25-point win. I mean, a real total domination, which we have the right to expect with Washington in the circumstances they are. Give them credit; they won the half, but man,
we need a 40-point. We need a 40-point third quarter. The Kings are more than capable of doing that. That's what we need.
Jerry, at what point do you start to worry, like time-wise, if you let this Washington team hang around?
Well, I think you start to worry right now. I mean, because they're playing with a lot of confidence. Now, they didn't, they didn't expect to be ahead, but they are. So I think you got to really establish yourself after the half, make sure that you get the lead quick here and then start stretching it out. Because if it goes into the fourth quarter and you're close, all the pressure goes to the Kings because they're expected to win. So, stretch it out now while you got the chance.
16-59 are the Wizards. They have the fewest wins in the NBA along with the Jazz. 16-59, and yet they're able, without all of their players that are hurt, to put 55 on the board. There better be some ticked off Kings that start this third quarter and play with some vigor and energy. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I do too. I expect to see it. I demand to see it.
I just want to see the basics. I want to see good plays out of timeouts instead of turnovers. I want to see the things the Kings are going to need to have to win a play-in game. They don't have it tonight.
No, they haven't. And I mean, we haven't seen good ball movement at all. The zone for Washington really, hurt them. Basically, though, if you kind of are stand in one spot and don't move the ball, you're pretty easy to match up with.
All right, call me crazy. I think the Kings are going to score 70 in the second half, and I think they're going to win this game 122-104.
Well, I think you are a little crazy, but that's another story for another day. But I'm with you on that. I think the Kings score 70 plus, and I think get a win of about 100 and I'd say about 118 to 109. I'll give them a 9-point win.
I'm going to say 119-107.
119-107. Well, we've been wrong a lot lately, guys. When we all the same thing.
Yeah. For those of you watching, don't
take the chalk.
And remember, the Kings lost to Washington in the nation's capital last year, even though it's a different type of a team now. But they're capable of losing to Washington. They're very capable.
Yeah, we've seen. I mean, it's an empty arena for the most part. No enthusiasm. So You got to go create your own
Yeah.
enthusiasm, and that's
and guess what? It's going to be the
that's
same.
what we expect
It's going to
to
be
see.
the same environment in Charlotte in your next game.
Right. I just wonder how big of a segment of this fan base will write this team off if they lose this game today. Like,
Everyone.
it feels like this is the last string if you lose one like this for the season.
I would agree.
Well, it'd be very difficult, Ryan, to remain
Yep.
optimistic if that were to happen.
Keep
Put
an
that
eye
way.
on one thing here, and that's the Memphis Grizzlies, who look to me to be in turmoil and are sliding, and very well could be a play-in at 7 and 8. And the reason why I'm saying that is if they lose their play-in game, they could be very beatable, very, very beatable with the team that wins 9 and 10. You know, that could be a scenario that could get you into the playoffs. Just keep an eye on Memphis right now. They are really they're in disarray.
You guys think John Morant will be playing basketball?
Hard to tell. I mean, for a guy who's supposed to be the main guy on the team, clearly you can't count on him. He's very talented, and they're changing coaches. I'll be surprised if John Morant's in Memphis next year. I really think that they need to move a different direction.
Well, I can't disagree with that. 55-52, Wizards by 3. Let's hope for better fortunes in the second half. We look forward to being with you. I think we look forward to it. I think we do look forward to it. I can't promise.
I hope we do. Yeah.
See you in about an hour, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here on If You Don't Like That post-game show in about an hour. Let's see what happens. Bye-bye for now.